Hi, my name is Stephanie and I'm from Florida. I have a rare genetic condition that causes tumors and cysts to grow in my body. And because of that, I am the last surviving member of my paternal family. In 2013, I turned 26 and aged off of my mom's healthcare plan. And because I live in Florida and we didn't accept our Medicaid expansion, I didn't have an option to get Medicaid in that way. And I didn't make enough money to qualify for Obamacare, so I didn't have any options. 2 weeks after my 26th birthday, I needed to have brain surgery. So I had no insurance and I had no money, so I didn't have any way of having the surgery. I had to wait for it to become an emergency where I could go to the emergency room. So I had to wait for 3 months for it to get much worse. So at the end of those 3 months, I was bleeding out of my nose and ears, and I was having about 30 seizures a day because my brain was so swollen. So at the hospital, they did the surgery because it was an emergency, and they had to remove part of my brain along with the tumor, and I lost my ability to walk and talk and use my right hand. And I was in the hospital for about 3 months because the surgery was a lot more complicated than if it had just been done at the beginning. And I needed physical therapy and occupational therapy. And at the end of everything, I got a bill for about $350,000, which is ridiculous and unjust. And for that reason, along with many other reasons, I support Bernie Sanders because he supports the working and middle class people. And illness doesn't see party lines. And we all know what it's like to get sick. And for that reason, I think he has the broadest base of support, because we all know what it's like to be on the phone and scared arguing with our insurance, and we all know what it's like to be in our hospital bed worrying about how we're going to pay for this. And we're all one serious medical condition away from a horrible future, a future where we're in financial ruin. And that might sound melodramatic, but it's not really, because there are over 500,000 medical bankruptcies in this country every year. And that's just the people who go bankrupt. If not, you have horrible credit, because how can you pay for all your doctors and hospital bills if you end up with a serious medical problem? And I personally told you the story of my first surgery, but since then I've had 9 more. And my credit is ruined forever. And I say forever because it's going to be for the rest of my life. I have this condition that is going to be with me forever. And if Medicare for All doesn't pass, I know that 20% of a surgery that costs $100,000 is more than anyone could pay on a tiny disability check. And people like me are never gonna be able to participate in the economy. We're never gonna be able to buy homes because we're all gonna be paying off this debt for our whole lives. Medicare for All is just the first step. Medical debt forgiveness is the second step. It's like legalizing marijuana without freeing the people that are in prison for marijuana. It's taking this weight off of our shoulders. We didn't do anything wrong. except for have the audacity of getting sick in a country that prioritizes the needs of corporations over the needs of its citizens. Bernie 2020 is the only moral choice.